Hello guys, Ivan Kivi is here and welcome to Shark Numbers. 2 weeks ago, I recorded a video in which I made a comprehensive review of the Mayex exchange. Mayex is a big game changer in the world of crypto. That is simply because this particular exchange charges the lowest trading fees. Mayex, in my view, beats Bybit, Binance, and many other popular exchanges. I'm making a follow-up video on Mayex today because the Mayex team reached out to me and offered an exclusive gift for you guys, the Shark Numbers fans. So let me remind you once again why Mayex is an amazing product and why you should use this particular exchange. This platform comes with long-term benefits and short-term benefits. And on top of it, you can receive free crypto within the next several days if you open an account on Mayex. Free crypto, guys, you cannot miss it. What is so special about Mayex? Why is it objectively better than the top exchanges that currently exist in the market? Let's take another look at Mayex and how it can help you make thousands and millions of dollars. Without further ado, let's get rolling. Let's begin with the most fundamental benefits of Mayex. This exchange doesn't charge any fees if you use the spot market to trade. No fees, guys. I don't know a single exchange that would offer the same opportunity. Coinbase, for example, charges 0.6% in taker fees and 0.4% in maker fees. You can't trade on Coinbase. You can trade profitably on Coinbase. If you want to be a profitable trader, you need an alternative. If you want to make a profit on Coinbase, you have to wait until the price of the asset that you trade goes up by at least slightly over 1%, which is insane. Other exchanges also charge high fees. Mayex is the only exchange that I know of which doesn't charge any fees for trading on the spot market. So you're always profitable when the exchange shows a profitable trade. Now, if you're a professional trader who trades via perpetual contracts, you will find the lowest fees on Mayex. On this page, you can see the combination of taker and maker fees, 0.016% and 0.02%. That is much less than the fees on many other exchanges. On Binance, which charges relatively low fees compared to the rest of the market, fees are almost twice as high as the fees on Mayex. If you trade on Binance via perpetual contracts, your fees are around 0.02% and 0.04%. That is almost twice as high as the fees on Mayex. Now, if you look at Mayex, you may notice that it looks almost exactly like Binance. I'm talking about the visual look of this exchange. You don't even need to learn new tools. So then why would you use Binance if you can have the same experience on Mayex and pay significantly less in fees? Significantly less. I'm talking about thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars saved if you are a professional trader who operates with large amounts of money. I think that Mayex looks like Binance simply because this company was founded by former Binance executives. This company was pretty much built by people who designed and created Binance. I feel like prior to founding Mayex, these guys got together and brainstormed on the issue. Like, how do we make an exchange that is as cool as Binance, but even better? Let's cut the fees. This strategy seemed to work since more and more people are choosing Mayex, and why wouldn't they? If you use centralized exchanges to exchange crypto or trade professionally, and you know that there is an option for you to save tons of money, then it's pretty logical to switch to Mayex. It's like choosing between two nice looking cars. One consumes a lot of fuel while the other one looks exactly the same but consumes several times less fuel. Obviously, every rational individual would choose the car that consumes less gas or electricity. How do I make it even more clear for you guys? If you take $1,000 and you use it to buy and sell Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency 10 times in a row on Coinbase, let's say you trade a crypto, buy low and sell high 10 times in a row on Coinbase, then you would have to pay roughly $100 in fees regardless of how much you make in profit. That is 10% of your initial balance that you lose to paying fees. 0.6% plus 0.4% in maker-taker fees, which is 1% for each fully executed trade. That is insane. On Mayex, you would pay $0 if you perform the same trades via the spot market. It's a huge difference. And what is important in trading is how much money you save. If you save $100 on your trades each day, it equals $36,500 per year in accumulated savings. With this amount of money, you can literally buy a small house in the US. You can buy a 2-bedroom house in Florida for $35,000. So the purpose of this video was to remind you about the benefits of Mayex, but also I wanted to share the limited time promo that the Mayex team has generously offered to you, my dear followers. Feel free to use this opportunity. Just follow the link in the description, register on the platform by clicking on this button and get free crypto. You can then test out the exchange to see all of the benefits for yourself. No pressure here. If you like it, feel free to use it. I also want to remind you once again, every time I share some information on this channel, it's the result of my brain work. I research and study a subject, I come up with my own conclusions. I am only a human with my own subjective opinion. I encourage you to run your own research prior to following my advice or agreeing to my conclusions. At the end of the day, you are the only person in charge of your financial decisions. So always make smart decisions. I'm done for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then feel free to give this video a like. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I'll talk to you soon. Ivan KV out.